you know, and I wanted to just take it up a notch, like as far as like my lyrical content. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, okay, we know that touch me, feel me, rub me, you know, or on a heartbreak song is like, I can't eat, you already know I can't sleep is coming next. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just like, what's going to be different? What's going to be out the box? What's going to, especially because this album is so dear to me and I got more to talk about, is I just wanted to get more creative, you know what I'm saying? And not the typical, what I was already doing, you know, with 7. It was just time to take it up a notch, like, you know what I'm saying?
Did you think that was going to have the huge impact that it did with so
Oh,
many
yeah,
people?
I knew, because they wasn't, Ye wasn't really fucking with putting it on an album at first. I was like, no, this stays.
Why he didn't want to put this on an album? Why not that record?
Not that it was because it wasn't nothing, like, about the record that he didn't like. It was just like, I don't know, I guess, was it the most, like, simplified record? Like, it didn't have, like, I guess a lot going on, but I was like,
room for him to play.
I was like, nah, nigga, this stays, like.
Sometimes less is more, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, this stays. I'm telling you, it's going to get people going. It's going to get people moving. You know what I'm saying? Like.
How many people hit y'all up after that? Like, so, I know.
Mad chicks.
I'll be the third. I'll be the third party. Not
Charlamagne.
me, but you know
Calm down,
Charlamagne.
Charlamagne. This got crazy.
Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm speaking from the perspective of the side chick.
We need that drop right now.
I'm speaking from the perspective of another woman. Like, I'm sure.
Would y'all invite Charlamagne?
Man, shut up, man. God damn.
Sorry, man.
Y'all know what I mean.
I didn't know. I was just saying.
Wow.
Y'all know what I meant, man.
Come on, Shorty. He said he always wanted to do the
Come on, Shorty.
Come
on, Shorty. Y'all know what I meant, man. There was a lot of girls hitting y'all up saying I would be the third person.
That's not what you
said.
said.
That came out wrong. It did come out wrong. I understand. Context is everything.
That's not what you said.
I get it. That's what you thought. It's early, though. We gonna give you that pass.
Man, I sound all excited. I'll be the third person. I was speaking from the perspective of the side chick.
You gotta jump in the body and like make a different voice.
But
I'll be the third person.
You gotta say it. You said it with a dude voice.
Yeah, but you can't even speak from the perspective of a side bitch, because side bitch is completely different from somebody that we just like bust down if we having a good time somewhere.
Wow.
I'm saying, you know how them sound bites go.
You
know how them, but you know how them sound bites go.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you need to reword that.
I
You feel what I'm saying?
So how was that conversation the first time y'all had that conversation? Was it brought up by you or
Amon ain't never come
Amon
in.
It was brought up by me.
Exactly.
Okay.
First of all,
Amon ain't crazy.
You know what's crazy though? I really be feeling bad for Iman because I want to do this. I want to try this. Hey, come on. I just,
he played that. If he said, "Babe, come on," that was.
Can I get him some context of what this is? Because after that clip came out, now everybody in my DMs like, "Why you didn't want to do it? Oh, you was trying to play."
No.
They was like,
I never said he didn't want to do it.
No.
I
got it. No, they said that you. Because you did the voice. Like, she did the voice and everything. Like, babe, what are you doing? Like, So Moggs thought it was funny. And I'm like, just don't believe that. Like, it's just what she did was.
What'd I do?
The stunt she pulled was not. It wasn't. It was very left field. Like, I didn't expect it. We had a great night. We already had something we had going on. We already in the hotel. And then this nigga, like, walks out and then come back with a shorty, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a contact. I didn't have dot. Yeah, it was just random. Like, I go from looking down, taking my shoes off to like, what?
So what did you do, Amon?
Man, Mom's in here. I ain't on that.
What you mean? You done said that much? You done got to
I was swerving into it. We didn't even have to get into detail.
But I'm saying, once you start making Shump voice change, like Shump voice don't sound like
yes, Shump voice do sound like that. Listen,
thinking,
this is how I am. I have my excursions, and I am Dora the Explorer, and I got poor Diego here with me. I'm like, come on, Diego.
It's the funniest thing you heard all day.
But
early in the morning.
Oh yeah, I got the bob, the bangs, the book bag, everything. But what I'm saying, the moral of the story is, it's just funny how the 10 like people that was mad out of the million people that actually enjoyed the song, it was like, oh, that's crazy what women to do to save their marriage. And it's like, baby, I don't do anything of that sort to save anything. I do what I want to do as far as I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do. Like, but on a more serious note, honestly, like what I do to keep anything in life that I love is like I focus on how to be a better me. You know what I'm saying? How I keep, I focus on how to be a better mom. How can I be a better mom? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I keep my daughter head on her shoulders. You know what I'm saying? How can I be a better wife? Like how can I be a better entertainer? How can I be a better entrepreneur? That's how I keep my shit, by being willing to be a better me. Now, as far as my sexual preference and what I want to do, that's me. That's never, I don't do anything sexual to keep my man. The sex is crazy regardless. So it ain't nothing about sharing a nigga or
pop the collar.
Mine is so embarrassed right now. Why?
No, I'm not.
Crazy.
No, because I'm being honest, because I hate when people don't compare my marriage to yours. A lot of the girls that were mad
to other people's.
I'm saying, it's like a lot of the girls. I'm saying like a lot of the 10 girls that was mad. You can tell that it was like, nigga, did you do something with your homegirl, with your nigga, and he went off with your homegirl? Like, don't compare my shit to yours. Like, I'm very happy where I am. I don't do anything of that sort to keep my man.
Right. So even if you didn't want to do that, he's fine with it. He's
like even like if I would have, that would have. It's never like even before that. It was never even a conversation of, so babe, you gonna give a nigga a threesome? It was never that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I also feel like if the sex is already crazy before y'all marry, y'all just boyfriend and girlfriend, like. Once y'all get married and vow to be with somebody, vow to be with one another for the rest of your life, it's just like, what's next? Like, I'm a Sagittarius.
You're having fun.
So I can't,
homie.
Niggas be turned. Like, I be turned. I'm a Sagittarius. We need, let's try shit. Let's do it. Like,
we homies, too.
So you be running trains with your homie?
What? Pretty much.
Not even,
not
to say it like that, but I'm saying, like, it don't be, like, on some, like, because moms be thinking it's like, I've had girls be, like, on some, like, well, you better stare at her along, like, and it'd be like, if it's
that's his natural reaction now. He ain't stupid now.
It ain't even that though. I mean, I picked what I want. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not finna. If I wanted something else, I should have picked something else, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Tiana, like you said you could have saved him way earlier.
I've been told y'all
that.
Yeah, I've been told.
And another thing to be clear, this ain't no everyday thing. Like this ain't.
That's what people. And that's what I was getting
waking
at.
Up.
Mine thought it was like a thing where it's like every day we trying to find.
Not that.
It's like,
it's not every day.
You know, there are definitely.
It's a song. It's a song, bro.
Exactly.
It's a song. It's music.
It could have happened
dope.
twice.
It's a fantasy that she created.
But don't get it twisted. The DMs was lit.
Anybody good? Anybody good, Tiana? Anybody good?
We be in a club and they be like this.
Yeah, they try to get
like a movie.
Look, and they wait on that line. That line where she said
like,
anything he wants. So now girls like go super hard trying to get the eye contact.
I never seen you make eye contact with another woman in the club. I was watching pictures the other day when Tiana was grinding all over you. You was focused. You did not look at nothing.
You was trying to catch him?
That's what I'm saying.
That's how he be in the 3 ways too. That nigga be focused. He focused on me. Yeah, he just the eye contact. He real smart.
Okay, I gotta talk to Amon about this now. So Amon, when the girl comes in the room,
Amon is sweating right now.
The first time it happened, you didn't get scared. Like this is a setup.
No, he looked at me like
this.
It
wasn't even the setup part. It was like, cause she said it on some funny, like, you know what I mean, like, like keying with her friends. They call it keying. So they keying, joking, and whatever about it. And she like, yeah, because if we do, she gotta be So it was like, even though she was talking it, I'm like, I thought she was more so into that women liked her a lot.
Got you.
Like women lust for her all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like we joke about it all the time about who get more hoes laughing and joking.
Yeah,
and
Tiana,
shit.
they probably like her more than you.
Like on some real shit, you gonna find a way bigger, because she's an entertainer as well. So they already was in love with her, period. But to be in love with a woman's body and not even, like, some girls, they say, I'll go gay for her, which they really don't want to do nothing gay with her, but they just want to stare at her and put her on a wall type of thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, when it was that, I thought maybe she's just entertaining that. And it's funny, but I thought when she gets up to the actual line, I'm like, she ain't going to cross the line. That's what it was. So when...
Mama right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Mama right there.
She's She's on her phone.
Oh,
She recording on the low. Like, wait till Thanksgiving.
Like she looking like, like, man, all right. But it was one of them things where it's like, it happened, and when I look up and I see, I'm like, oh, you.
And then that's when the line comes in. Soon as we done, she leaving right out the door. It wasn't no kikiing.
Right.
Like we wasn't sitting there lady. We wasn't sitting there watching the Tiana and Iman show. We wasn't sitting there watching Hit the Floor. Baby, you gotta go, baby. This ain't that. And then what's funny is because after that, we actually,
why you got
we went out and shit. We went out, whatever, and when we was coming back to the hotel, she thought she was coming back to the gym. All right, we'll see you later.
Wow.
Right.
Holla, like this ain't that.
She thought she was hanging
So that's
on.
what I'm saying. But at the
man.
same time, I'm never gonna put myself in a position that like I can't handle. Like this ain't a thing where she's gonna go behind your back and deal with her. Nah, this ain't.
What about you, man? Do you ever get jealous? Like that one was just a woman she was messing with before.
I get jealous, but I don't be like. I feel
And
like
you a
it's
cancer
That's
too?
what's crazy. No,
That
but
makes me
a lot of
human,
people,
though.
a lot of people think that I like girls, but like my first time like dealing with like another girl was with my husband. Like I don't, like I know that I'm tradey and I dress and you feel me and swag is crazy.
From New York.
You feel me? Like it's just a New York thing, but I don't like I'm not like a. You know,
Tiana,
like I'm not
can I ask you
I'm not
for
on that type of time.
Because a lot of people hit me up all the time asking about threesomes and rules and like how can I get my girl to do a threesome, or women want to ask, I want to do a threesome.
Well, that question was already answered because when the song came out, bitch was like, it got me thinking. And then a lot of niggas was thanking me, but it's crazy because I told Kanye that happened. I'm like, yo, wow, niggas, this is going to be a thank you
But there's rules
record.
to it. Like the woman is supposed to pick the other woman, right? You say no? I mean, there's rules.
Man, I love y'all, man. I gotta get my wife to watch this.
Because there are certain
It's not a
ways
rule.
to make it
It's not a
more
rule though.
comfortable.
But it's not. This is the thing though. This is why.
'Cause
I'm
you
glad
gotta
she
have
made
some
it.
rules.
This is why I'm glad she made it. No.
Like you can't talk to her without Tiana around. That's a rule.
But this is the thing though. This is what I'm trying to get everybody to understand, right? My wife, like even though she got all my passwords and everything, right? She not, for real though. But that's because she had the reason why she had got all my passwords in the beginning. Like she wasn't like, I need your passwords.
Right. Plus you get hacked all
She
the
ain't
time.
never pressed me like that. But when I got hacked, she's the one that got me out of all this stuff. Her and Karen Civil, they like went through and got all that. So she had all my passwords just on some backup shit, like so she know like if somebody in my page, like she can get to or whatever, and I don't need to Because sometimes I won't even be on the gram. Y'all could be hacking my shit and doing whatever y'all want. I'm not even going to check the gram till tomorrow.
But some girls' rules are like, okay, he can't have intercourse with the other woman.
But it's, I'm not going.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I
a
ain't
rule.
finna be, that goes without saying though. You see what I'm saying?
No, because some people don't mind that.
I'm not going to J down. No, I'm not going to J down without her.
He said without her.
Oh, God, no, yeah, I'm saying
but
if
I'm
y'all
saying-
all in there together, you
Oh
don't.
no, that's what I'm saying.
He ain't eating nobody else's box.
That was it.
Yeah,
If
now
you trying to
that's
get
a
straight
rule.
to the point, he ain't eating nobody else's box.
Got you.
No weird.
That's what I'm saying. There
'Cause you
are
know what's
rules
crazy?
to it.
Remember,
But you know
we
what's
on
crazy?
Teams. That's what people be
Yeah,
forgetting.
that's what
Like,
I'm
it's like
saying.
with your
Tag
homies.
team,
If
back
you with your
again.
homies, it's like it ain't
Hey.
fun. Let's the homie get some whatever. It's
Hey.
like she wanted to live. Like half the time the girl want to live the fantasy. Cool. We just give her fan. We have to ride out, shorty.
Like, but you know what's crazy? But I feel what you're saying, though, because for advice for like other girls, first of all, don't do anything you don't want to do. Don't do nothing don't do
y'all
anything
gotta
of
be
that
homies.
sort. Don't do no threesome to keep your nigga.
Right. That's
Like
a definite
a
rule.
bond is a bond. You can't compare everybody's bonds to one another. Like your bond is your bond. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta know your worth and know whatever it is.
And you
Like
can't
in the
plan a
beginning,
threesome. You can't
yeah, you
plan it.
can't plan it. That's what I'm saying.
do that.
Like I used to be that way. Like in the beginning, it was just like, I want to do this. Like I want to try this, but the bitch can't be able to speak English. It got to be all the way in Brazil somewhere, and you know what I'm saying? But then it was just like, what if I just want it? I'm not flying all the way to Brazil.
Yeah, it's a long
We
way.
gonna find a little bad little joint. We gonna do that.
But is it
and
like he
then she
can't
gonna-
finish on her?
You know what's
what I'm
crazy?
saying?
One thing I give to him is we didn't have that discussion, and just naturally she couldn't get him to, like, it was like I have to
couldn't
do
get him
that
hard.
with my wife.
She couldn't get him hard.
No,
Not to that
when it
point.
was time to,
Buzz off.
yeah,
Right.
he could not do
Sorry,
that.
mama.
I feel you.
Sorry, mama.
And it was no offense. He was like, I need my wife. Like,
Right.
and she understood.
What about
Wow,
kissing?
how'd that make you feel,
What about
Tiana?
kissing?
That made me, I was like, so cute. I was like,
No, what about kissing? Like, can he kiss the other woman?
Three-way streams about to
done a
go
little-
crazy on all social media platforms.
we
Gotta be
done-
some togetherness. too.
yeah, it's
But
just.
it's really though. I'm gonna say this too for the guys. If you do get a 3-way, Joe, I just don't think you should be worried about you and the other girl. Like it's way
Right.
doper to look at them too.
Okay, so it's more of you
but
watching.
that's what. Yeah,
Right.
for me, it's that.
Yeah, but what about when that girl eating pussy better than you, though?
She a fee. She can't do nothing after that. You a fee.
Oh, let him
What you
finish
finna
his
do with
line.
your
He was going to
fingers?
talk about how he just looked me in my eyes. And
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I was
Right.
gonna get at. But it's like it's a thing like